So, Baddies Caribbean just wrapped up, and the reunion just dropped this past Sunday. And of course, it was the mess that we all thought it would be. Now, I usually do reviews on baddies, but I kind of stopped doing them because it's almost like you seen one, you seen them all, and it's just the same stuff, fake beef, fake arguments, and them fighting over this one guy, the guy that runs the network, and it kind of just gets redundant. But there was a few things that happened on this reunion that I wanted to talk about, so we're going to get into that real quick. First and foremost, I want to say that Natalie and Bobby Lights needs to stop sleeping in their makeup. That's number one. And that's no shade. I'm not trying to be funny when I say that, but as a cosmetologist, I know that those stretched pores are probably clogged with makeup that's been left on for longer than it should have been. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on. Natalie is so fake. She talked all of that trash about how she was going to say this and say that to Tommy, and she was going to make Tommy apologize to her and her kid and all this other stuff. And when Natalie came out there and Tommy got out there, they was out there having a peace treaty. Didn't understand it, didn't get it, and I thought y'all was quote unquote standing on business, since that's your favorite line. Tommy got out there, and I don't know what Tommy problem be. Like, it's okay to be regular and chill. Like, the fact that she starts punching on Bobby Lights, which is a boy, like, I don't know. I just feel like she was out of line. Like, I was confused and amused at the same time, because I'm like, why is she fighting this boy as if he was one of the people that was on the show? Like, what happened? We don't have no backstory. She just keeps squaring up with this boy. I mean, she's following him into the audience and everything, punching all over him. And she was dead wrong for that, because if Bobby Lights would have decided to turn one over on you, he probably would have knocked you in the next week. Gay men are still men, and you should not be hitting them at all, because a gay man could not come up to a woman and hit her, and, people would think nothing of it. Like, that wasn't cool. A tad bit funny, but that could have went in any direction. I wonder what's up with Janisha, because you could look at her and tell that she's visibly tired. Like, when the show first started kind of like popping, she looked a lot more bright in the eyes, and she just didn't look as, not that she looks tired, but you can tell that she just looks like she's over it. I love Santana as a host, because he is just so messy, and he be getting to the money. Like, he really be asking the questions that people be wanting to know the answers to. A lot of the girls that they were showing, I had no clue who they were. I don't know if it was the hair and makeup, or if they just didn't get enough time on the show in order to make their presence known. But a lot of them, I was like, well, who the heck is this? Kylie had that purple wig on. It was stiff as a surfboard, and it just looked like somebody cut it with their eyes closed. I don't know what was going on with that situation. I was so sad to see Tinkerbella and Meatball fight, because I was hoping that they could have got their little situation straightened out to where it didn't spill out into a TV altercation. But hey, now we here. It did. And Tinkerbella and Meatball squaring up led to everybody squaring up with Meatball. Like, why did everybody all of a sudden start having beef with Meatball? I was confused when Jayla got up, because she just acts like everybody is so beneath her, and she's above everything, and she's better than everybody. So it's just like, what will make you want to just get up there and just start fighting with me? It was just weird. Jayla just seems like, because she know how to fight a little bit, she just be trying to jump in wherever she can. And that's how your ass got bit the last time. Go sit down. You know who else I want to go sit down? Mariah Lynn. Like, she just be getting punched on and punched out and punched in every direction that you could possibly name. Just because you not scared to fight and you will fight, don't mean you should fight. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. You is 32 pounds soaking wet, and everybody just be knocking you all around, knocking your block off. And after a while, the older you start getting, you can't take all them hits, girl. You're going to start having permanent scars and blood vessels popped and all types of black and blue marks that's going to be permanent. If you keep getting knocked all around town like that, like, girl, please go sit down. Please, please, please. I'm tired of seeing her get beat up. Chicken Noodle Soup must have been at home practicing, honey, because she wasn't here for none of that stuff that they was putting down. After she put that beating down on Mariah, ain't nobody get up and try to square up with her like they did with Meatball. And I got one thing to say about Biggie because, people be roasting Biggie or whatever, but one thing I will say about Biggie be having the best makeup out of everybody. Like, I don't know if y'all be paying attention to her makeup application, but her makeup be, like, a little bit on point. But anyway, did y'all watch the show? What did y'all think about it? I can't wait to see episode 2 because I want to see how Diamond the Body Tooth is going to go flying across that stage. And I wonder how many parts is it going to be? Like, is it going to be 2 parts or is it going to be 3?